Alright, yeah, here we are. This would be, this is day 11. I'm in the Ray Lakes area. It's like dozens of lakes that all are pretty large. It's just a flat area and just one lake pours into the next. But yeah, so yesterday I got back on trail from taking a zero in Bishop. Picked up a couple small items I needed and some food I wanted. We got started about, there's another hiker staying at the hotel that I stayed at the first night, and he went back to the trail yesterday too. We didn't get up there till about 11. And we made it over Glen Pass and down into Ray Lakes and did about 13 and a half miles. So not horrible for a Nero day. Yeah, I didn't make a video yesterday because I was, busy talking to this dude. But yeah, camped at a place with a bear box, which was cool because I had more food than I could fit in my can, so that kind of relieved that little stress. I got 88.8 miles, I want to say, to get to Vermilion. This is supposed to be a 6-day leg for me, but it's gonna be 5 because we got the 1 day that I used yesterday, and then all I have to do is 22-mile averages for the next 4 days, and I'll be in there. So I have 1 extra day of food. I should cut another day off my, put me another day ahead of schedule, so that'd be 3 days ahead of schedule. And then depending on how I'm feeling, I might do more than 22s. That way I get into Vermilion at a nice time, early afternoon on that 4th day, so I might try to pull 25s or more. But so far this morning I'm just kind of taking it easy. It's nice and flat. Haven't had any caffeine yet, and I'm just eating a peanut butter cup here. So I'll stop in about, I don't know, another hour. Stretch real well and take my puffy jacket off and put my hiking shirt on and get serious. But for now, it's kind of nice to just cruise along, nice and slow. I didn't get out of the tent until 7 this morning. It was, well, I felt like it was cold. There's a lot of condensation on my tent, so I'm guessing the humidity on my tent and on my sleeping bag. So I'm guessing that all the standing water around here has got the humidity high in this place, which makes it feel cold. But according to my new thermometer that I hung from the inside of my tent, which is pretty cool, it got down to the 50s, so, or like 50, 48, something like that. So not really that cold, but again, I was a little cold, so I did not buy the extra socks and the gloves I was planning on and beanie, because I have all this stuff and I was feeling cheap. So I'm just gonna make it through this trip on that stuff. But lesson learned for next time, I think. 3rd pair of socks. I will get some better gloves, and a nice lightweight beanie are the trick for doing the Sierras, because yeah, it doesn't matter if it's August, it still gets cool at night. But anyway, so yeah, today's day 1, 2, 3, 9. Yesterday was 10, today's day 11, I think I said. And I'm gonna do at least 22 miles. So yeah, not much more to mention. I did get rid of all the muesli like I said I would, which was which was way better this morning. Anyway, just to wrap up here, plan for the day is to go over Pinchot Pass. So yesterday we did Glen, today will be Pinchot. And then I will, if I do the 22 miles, we'll finish at the last campsite, right at the base of Mather Pass. I haven't looked at all the elevation yet, but they're pretty significant. So I don't, I'll be happy with the 22 miles. But anyway, that's the day. And then there's a couple more big passes, and then into Vermilion. And then things start to kind of level out from there on. So by level out, I mean like not the high long passes. I mean, there's still a lot up and down, but yeah, so this place is pretty nice. Nice little morning walk here. Cool little meadow. Alright, hello, I'm on my way up to Pinchot Pass. We got 7.3 miles only this morning and about 10:44, so I need to start quit lollygagging here, but I thought this was kind of cool. Check out this trail. Or a piece of the trail, it's just a little hillside. We're running. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of how this morning's gone. You pretty much just get used to wet feet all day. It's not a big deal. Now with the Injinji socks, man, you can't get blisters in those things. But, yeah. So yeah, I'm going to Pinchot Pass. There was a cool suspension bridge back there that was at 8,500 feet elevation. So we dropped quite a bit this morning. And this pass is just over 12,000. So I'm going to be doing 3,500 here in the next, I think it's like 6 miles. So I'm going to, yeah, quit screwing around and fly up this thing here and start making some time. So anyway. Right here I am coming down the north side of Pinchot Pass. That was a big climb. It was 3,500 feet. It seemed a little long, but no technical, traverses or anything. So it was pretty easy. Same with the backside. There's nothing going on here. The good news is I only drop 2,000 feet until I start climbing up again for Mather pass for early tomorrow morning. I'm gonna hopefully take the very last campsite on the other end of this little, you know, at the beginning of the next pass. And I hear that the north side of the next pass is a lot of work. Long snow traverses and no trail. And so anyway, I'm hoping to get up early enough to where, since it's such a short climb up the front side, only 2,000 feet, I should be over the top pretty quick, and then hopefully the snow is hard enough where I can just fly over it with my spikes. That's kind of my goal. I want to test them out anyways. I haven't had an opportunity to walk on any harder snow like you're supposed to with these things. So anyway, that's the plan for the day. It looks like I'll hit 22.1 miles. I should be able to make that campsite no problem. It's like 3:30 or 4. But yeah, this lake is insane. I am tempted to go swim. I'm gonna have to swim in one of these. I really don't want to get all freaking cold and wet, and I don't want to slow down really. Kind of gotta get to my goal today. So anyway, I'm gonna pass it up. There's some people back there that were like swimming in every lake. That was like the whole reason they're out here, so that's kind of funny. But anyway, not much more to say. This is what, I think I already said this, but J11? Yeah, 11. So, be in Vermilion in 3 more days. Drink some beer. I might wait around for a day, see if this dude Pilgrim ever catches up. He's got to do 17 a day, he said, so he's gonna be, I guess, 20 miles behind me. I'm doing 22s, so a full day. So if I zero there, if I like the place, I'll hang out for a day and probably see him come in as I'm leaving. Anyway, everything's feeling good now. Don't really have any problems or complaints. It's a lot of fun up here. Yeah, anyway. All right, check out where I decided to stop for the night. I'm pretty close. I'm at like 11,200 feet. Now there's a 1,200, so I have a short climb to do in the morning, and then hoping there's fewer mosquitoes at this elevation, so I busted my ass to get off Pincho out there through the valley or whatever. But no, I'm getting swarmed by mosquitoes right now, so I guess no matter what you do, you're gonna be mosquito food. Anyway, this is a pretty good site. Someone's obviously used it. So yeah, I guess that's it. That's the end of day, I can never think, it's 11. I think I did about 21 miles today. I think we're about a mile, 1.1 miles short of my goal. So looks like I can't do it in 4 days, because today was about as hard as I could work. I went 3,500 feet up Pincho, and then at the low, and then I went another 1,200 feet up this from the low of 10. I'm at about 11.2. So anyway, what's that, 4,700 feet of gain plus some up and down. So it's probably easily over 5,000, 22 miles. But anyway, it's about the best I can do for now. I guess I could check out that next site and come back here if something's wrong with it. That's pretty nice here though. All right, anyway, that's that. All right, change of plans. I couldn't drive a stake in on the last campsite. It was just super dense ground. So anyway, so I came up to the one I was originally planning on, and there was no site that I could find. The area that we were pointing was under snow, so I ended up making my own site. I kind of walked out here a ways and found something that was flat, and it looks like somebody had already kind of been here once before, and I did a really good job pulling away all the, as best I could, pulling away all the rock and stuff. So anyways, just doing my nightly routine here. So normally I wouldn't set up the tent first, but I would cook first and then set it up while it's cooking. But the tent is soaked inside. All the condensation this morning, I rolled it all up tight, and I got dirt stuck to my ceiling because of the water, and so I don't know, I'm hoping this thing can, and I'm sure the floor is wet, so I really hope there's a nice breeze blowing through it, and I hope it dries out in the next hour or two. No mosquitoes up here, thank God, so I can hang out outside all night if I want. I'll go to bed when I need to, or when the thing dries out a bit. It should. Anyway, yeah, first thing I do when I hit here is I take off my shoes, and gaiters and socks are soaked. As usual, use my little homemade flip-flops, they work great. Now I'm gonna pull out the stove and get some water boiling, get some to eat. And I just discovered it looks like there's peanut butter in here, so that's gonna be fun to clean. Anyways, that's my wrap up, I guess, of day 11. I'm set up nice to go over Mather in the morning. I think I already said this, but a lot of people are saying it's pretty tricky, so I'm gonna get up early and get it done while I can take advantage of the micro spikes. So anyway, we'll get started on day 12 tomorrow. All right.